Ray Wheatley from Fightnews. I'm here with the world heavyweight contender, Lucas Big Daddy Browne. How are you, Lucas?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good to see you again, Lucas.
Thank you very much.
Lucas, just want to ask you about some big fights that are coming up. We've got Wladimir Klitschko fighting Kubrat Pulev.
Yes.
In November, mate. You've seen both. You've seen Pulev?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a record of 20 wins, 11 KOs. He's beaten Tony Thompson. Also holds a knockout win over Alexander Ustinov.
Yeah.
Do you give him any chance against Wladimir Klitschko?
I give everyone a chance. In terms of who I favour, is definitely Klitschko. He's very methodical and very robotic when it comes to his style and his. He's perfected over the last sort of 10 years, so he knows exactly what he's doing and what he needs to do. But Pulev's got that little bit. He's a little bit shorter and everything else, so I think it's going to play right into Klitschko's hands.
Yeah. He's got a great record, hasn't he, Klitschko? 62 wins, 52 KOs, 3 losses. So.
It's not bad at all. No. And I think he's avenged the losses, or him or his brother has avenged the losses.
That's right,
so
that's correct.
That's been nice as well,
Yeah. It's good to have a brother that can fight.
I know,
Charlie, eh?
Who's actually bigger,
Yeah, he's a bigger boy. Also, the number 2 contender with the IBF is Klitschko. Got a record of 18 wins, 1 draw, 11 KOs. In his last fight, he had a very tough fight against unrated fighter Derrick. He had lost 8 fights. Did you see that fight?
I didn't actually see that fight, no.
Okay. What you've seen Klitschko fight. He was a very good amateur. What's your opinion of him?
Basically, what I have seen is that he's a come forward fighter. So for me, with my style, I think it'd be good to for someone like that to come forward and sort of play into my heavy-handedness, so to speak. It was much like the fight I just come off. I don't think I was as ready for that fight as what I would like to have done, because he kept coming forward like he did. Rudenko. So he didn't give me that chance to sort of relax at all. But I definitely like the fact that he did come forward and did sort of play into it. So I think the Klitschko is very much the same as that.
Yeah. So he's a few inches shorter than you too, eh?
Yeah. I always like that.
So Derrick Chisora is fighting Tyson Fury in November.
Hopefully that comes up. They've been booked in a few times and stuff. Yeah.
So you've seen a bit of Chisora?
I think Chisora is one of those ones where he's the gatekeeper in my mind. He's obviously very good, don't get me wrong, but if you are able to beat him and get on top of him, then you're definitely on your right track for a world title sort of thing. So if you can't beat someone like Chisora, then it's back to the drawing board sort of thing. So I definitely rate him. I think he's probably in the best shape he's been in a long time. But I think he's definitely one of those gatekeeper sort of fighters,
Yeah, he's not easy to beat. He's very tough.
No, not at all.
He stopped that Malik Scott 6 rounds.
That's right, yeah.
Very good fighter. And,
well, I think Chisora is going to struggle again with Tyson, just with the reach factor. That's pretty much it's going to be a very hard night at the office for him, because Tyson is so long with his reach.
6'9".
Yeah, he's not bad,
6'9", and they did beat him a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And
got the points on him that time,
They've got him a slight favourite in the betting. And so it'll be an interesting fight. But your favourite Tyson Fury? Yeah,
for me, for what I have seen in the past and everything else, I'd still pick Tyson Fury. Yeah.
Steve Cunningham, you've seen a bit of Steve Cunningham?
A little bit, yeah. He's a bit smaller, a bit on the lighter side.
Yeah, former cruiserweight champ.
He did drop Tyson Fury, if I'm not
correct.
So he's definitely got the power to sort of be in the right division. So I personally don't like fighting fighters of that sort of style, because it's just a lot of It's not that I'm slow, but just I'd prefer the slower punches coming at me. Yeah.
Tyson Fury done a good job on him.
He definitely did, yes. As I said, it's his reach as well. If he actually uses it to perfection, when he does use it to perfection, he's awesome fighter.
Yeah. Deontay Wilder, he's got a great record, 32 fights, 32 KOs. You both fought a common opponent in his last fight. He fought Jason Gavern, stopped him in 4 rounds.
That's right, yes.
You fought Gavern, he's one of your earlier opponents?
Yeah.
You stopped him in 3, right?
I stopped him in 3. I was supposed to be fighting Richard Towers at that point, so I was training for a 6'9", 6'10" sort of fighter.
Okay.
And Gavin came in on I think it was 2 weeks' notice, something like that. Much sort of similar situation as it was to Wilder, where he came in on short notice. Yeah, I got him out of there in 3. I wasn't really fazed by anything that he sort of threw. I knocked him down nearly every round that I went out there, and the ref sort of eventually called it off when I gave him a proper shot and knocked him out cold. That's just the sort of style of fighter that Gavin is. He'll come in on short notice and he's there to fight. Like, full credit to the guy. In regards to Wilder, though, 32-0 with 32 knockouts. If I was fighting that quality of opponent, I'd have the same record as well. So I think it's about time he did step up. It's more than overdue at 32 fights.
Yeah.
So is the hype all it should be, sort of thing. I think his amateur career, he's been dropped a few times, and that's with headgear and 16-ounce gloves. So I think his chin's a little bit questionable. I think if he does get tested by someone like Stavern, I think it'll be an interesting test. If he does come out on top, well then good luck to him, and sort of the hype has been justified. But I think he might get a rude awakening by Stavern.
You rate Stavern a good champion?
In terms of, like, if you put Klitschko and Stavern next to each other, I definitely, like, Klitschko has been an optimal champion. Of course. Stavern's done all the hard work and has earned his title, so there's nothing wrong with that. But
so he goes in as a favourite?
Yeah, I think Stavern going in favourite.
Favourite with Wilder, okay.
Yeah.
And mate, just an update on what you've been happening with you, Lucas?
I basically come back. As I said, I wasn't too happy with my last fight in regards to. I was overheating a lot, and I had a lot of muscle fatigue.
With Rudenko?
Yeah, with Rudenko, yeah. So it wasn't so much fitness, it was regards to the muscle fatigue itself. So I got back into the corner after the 5th round, and without swearing too much, I basically looked at the corner and said, I'm fucked. I said it on TV, I forgot all about the cameras and that around, but I've actually said it on TV, and then went another 7 rounds and sort of got a little bit stronger towards the end. So happy with the result, of course, but there's a lot to work on. So I've come back now and working a lot on sprints, individual sort of weight training and things like that. So just to get the muscles ready for something like that. And obviously doing stuff with Jeff Fennick, all the amateur sort of stuff that I never actually did I never had amateur fights. So I'm doing all those little things I should be doing now. So yeah, it's an exciting time for me. Hopefully, I'm waiting for the visa for my next opponent to come through. If that does come through, it's the 27th of September at St Mary's Band Club.
Beautiful.
He's 13-0 with 3 knockouts, so again, another opportunity for me to take an O off one of my opponents, which is good.
You did against Rudenko?
Rudenko, yeah. So, it's for a WBC regional title as well, so it's all about rankings, keeping busy, and also giving the Sydney siders a chance to see me live as well. Good
to see you back here in Australia fighting, mate. You've been having several fights overseas in England.
That's right. It's good that people can watch it on TV, but there's definitely something different about being in the crowd and watching someone that you know. So I'm definitely glad to be back.
When you're fighting overseas in England, you feel like you're at home over there now? That you got all the supporters?
To be honest, yes, definitely. I think in terms of numbers, I've got more supporters in the UK than I do here in Australia. Just obviously there's more involved and there's more people to go to it, and it's very much a football or soccer sort of mentality over there. So I'm not one person to trash talk or anything like that. I come to fight, and I think they really respect that. So I do have a massive following over there, and it's great. Yeah.
And you've got a great promoter, Ricky Hutton.
Yes, yeah. The little legend himself. He's got a lot of knowledge to give me. So I just sit there and sponge it all up. So along with obviously you've got Jeff Fennick and Hatton himself. Yeah,
two great champions.
A lot of knowledge to come my way. So I'm just lapping it up.
Anything you'd like to say to your fans on Fightnews, Lucas?
Basically, obviously, thank you for the support and everything else. I know there's a few little things that I need to do in terms of dropping weight is number one. I was 124 for my last fight, and I want to be down to about the 115 mark. So there's definitely a lot more to come from me, a lot of new things sort of happening, which will bump me up in terms of my style and my excitingness, excitement. But basically there's a lot more to come, and it's heading in the right direction.
Best of luck for your future fights, Lucas.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. All the best.